Hello, my name's Clayton Murwin. I am one of the artists that was asked to do some sketch work for Journal of Military Experience Volume 2 by Travis Martin. Um, I am also the president and founder of Heroes Fallen Studios, which is a 501c3 nonprofit organization that supports our troops through the sales of our graphic novels using their real stories. Travis asked me if I would be willing to do a video and talk a little bit about some of the sketches that I've done. Um, some of them have been very difficult to do. Some of them were fun to do. But all in all, it's been a great adventure. So I thought I'd share the first one, a couple of sketches with you that I've done. Micah Owen, he submitted a story called his tattoo infection. Basically, he had his tattoo done in honor of his grandfather who served in the military as well. Well, it wound up getting infected, and it turned out to be a right nasty mess, and he had a really bad arm. So the piece that I did for that story is here. And as you can see, it shows a guy getting a tattoo, and it was a rose tattoo that he did on his on his arm in honor of his grandfather, and it got really badly infected. But this piece was done for his story. The next story that I have, you have to forgive me because I'm moving around here. The next story I have is the 36-hour panel. This was really a interesting story to illustrate. There were so many good things in it to do that I just had to make a decision on what to do. So I figured the best piece for that would be that when his friend had got injured, and he was like 30 some miles away from the nearest hospital, and he had to get him there. His friend, he wound up, I believe he was had malaria or something to that degree. But if he didn't make it, he would die. So that piece that I did for that is here. And as you can see, it shows, let me move in here. It shows him going up into the woods, the jungles, hauling butt. They've got the guy in the back of the Jeep holding him in. They're bouncing all over the place. So that was the piece I did for that story. I tell you, these stories were really great to do. Some of them were somewhat emotional, and they really, I had to step back away from some of them. But, you can't do what we do and not get connected in some ways. The next story was A Defining Moment in Time by Andrea Sandoval. And this was basically about her making a decision at a specific point in time. If she'd have decided either way, one way or the other, it could have changed her life forever. So basically, it was I believe it was a drunk Iraqi or Afghanistan man. I can't remember the total thing right now, but they thought he had a bomb strapped to him, but he didn't. And it was basically she was ready to shoot him, but turned out she didn't, and he was just drunk. He didn't have a bomb. He wasn't an insurgent. And this is the piece that I did for that. As you can see, she's got him down, got him in her sights, and he's kind of stumbling. So that was the piece I did for that story. Some of these are different sizes and stuff like that, so it just depended on how quick I was trying to do the drawing, how much time I had to do it, and so on and so forth. I've been really, really busy trying to promote Untold Stories from Iraq and Afghanistan, as well as do this at no charge to JME, because I believe in what they're doing, because we're both doing the same thing. We're trying to support our troops. And not only that, Travis is an honorable man, and he's a soldier, and I have a great deal of respect for him. And I've become friends with him, even though I've not met him, and I'm looking really, really forward to seeing him in July at the JME Military Arts Symposium. But the next story is called by Patrick Thibault, and it's called Post-Traumatic Stress Disorder. This one is kind of dark because it talks about the anger and the rage that he had and still has, and how he tries to cope with it. And so it's kind of a dark piece. Even Travis said it was a dark piece, darker than the other ones that I've done. But I was trying to relay what he was relaying to me in the story. It starts out here. You've got flashbacks. The way it's done, it's different spots in time. At the bottom, you can see beginnings of 9/11. That happened down in the bottom there. The buildings being blown up, people on looking at it. Then you've got the war situation up here on this side here where they're scrambling for cover. And then you've got an injured soldier who was shot. And this is actually the soldier in question. As you can see, he's got anger and rage on his face because he has been basically trying to deal with all these issues that you see in here. Sometimes some of these stories can get somewhat emotional. Now, this was a fun piece to do. It was dark, but it was a fun piece to do. I enjoyed drawing the devil dog. It's basically called The Hounds of Hell. Pardon me. And this piece was done by Eric Hannell, written by Eric Hannell. And this is the artwork that I did for it. And basically what it was is he said he saw this black, evil-looking dog, which is this one here, come running out of this hole after these greyhound-like looking dogs there. Well, this hound from hell, if you notice, I've got like little horns, tufts of fur there. This hound of hell killed this dog, and he just stared down at the soldier. And he thought for sure it was going to come for him, but it eventually turned around, went in the hole, and went after the other dog that went back down the hole. So that was a great piece. It was fun to do, trying to develop the, the look and the menacing, evil look of the dog. But like I said, it was fun to do. Now the next one is by Dustin T. Jones, his story, and it's called The Great Military Adventure. This one posed a problem for me in more ways than you could possibly think of, and I can't imagine what the soldier went through. So I'm going to take a moment here because I've got to stop the video for a second and start up so I can do these in parts, because YouTube will only allow me to upload so many videos. So I'm going to stop here for a second and then I'll come back to this. But it's called The Great Military Adventure, and I'll explain to you why this one was hard for me to do.